Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the 1992-1993 Ottawa Senators. We have exceeded all expectations and are currently at 43 points on the season, 10 games under 500, and just outside of a playoff spot, if memory serves. Take a quick look at the
Yep, I think we're
conference.
roughly double the number of points that the actual Senators had this season. Well, we definitely got double the number of wins, and we're only still got 27 games. Oh, no, wait, 84 game schedule this year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
31 games to the end of the season.
yeah. So we're at 43 points. We're just two back of 10th place, and got a chance to climb up to 8th. Now, we made a big trade in our last game and picked up Matt Sundin.
Yeah, he was on the Nordiques, who were loading up for a playoff run, so they were happy to get Larry Murphy from us, and we got something for the future instead.
Yeah, so we picked up Matthew Snyder too in a side deal to strengthen our D line after losing.
And picked up Joe Mullen as well, who's had 4 assists in his first 5 games with us.
Who did we get Joe Mullen from?
That was Pittsburgh. They had him on the trading block, and what did we do? We gave him Zabransky, Ken Priestley, and a draft pick for him and Dave Mikulik.
Yeah, so we rebuilt most of our first line.
Because we were having some pretty serious scoring issues.
Yes, so we're just going to...
Not quite as bad as the Leafs in our other game, but not good.
We're just going to send past this Montreal game here. And see, we lost 4-3. In overtime, of course. Not that that matters anything in this particular set of games.
Yeah, but we're trying to climb back into the playoffs. We're who's 8th? I think most of the Rangers were 8th when the start of this game. So we're about 8 or 9 points back of getting into the playoffs. So it's going to be a tough fight, although we've loaded up a little bit for it. So maybe we got a chance. Who knows?
Yeah, just take a quick look because we're playing against Winnipeg, and we've always got to kind of look at Winnipeg's roster. They got Kachuk, Olchek, Solani as the first line, Draper, Steen, Cole as the second line, Eagles, Murray,
they're having
Barnes,
an okay-ish year.
Alteo, Elniak, and McDermott on the fourth. And that famous top pair of Phil Housley and Teppo Numminen.
And Chris Osgood in goal.
Yes, who was traded there. And Bob Essenza. And his quick sim shows us losing 2-0. We should maybe stop quick simming, apparently.
Maybe make a couple of roster changes here. I'm just looking to see.
Well, we should get okay, we got a development report here I missed. Check
we haven't got any injuries, so that's not a problem.
Went up. Corey Cross went up. Joe
Did
Diedrich
finally get up to 1.5 stars?
He is not. He's got to be just teetering on the edge.
Yeah, he's got to be real close.
Chris Ferraro took some ups. Brett Gretzky took some ups. Sergei Yokovich took a lot of ups. Who got better at face-offs despite the fact he's a defenseman. Darren McCarty got some more stamina. John Druce and Denis Savard lost some points. Board confidence tells us the team is playing promisingly, but we need to build on everything. And we're not going to get fired by the sounds of it, so...
Always good news.
Yeah, quickly simmed through the Edmonton game, and we lost 6-1. Oh boy. We got destroyed.
Yeah, that's...
Interestingly, Mark Messier...
have a pretty good team this year, but...
Mark Messier is still with Edmonton at this point, so... They have Vyacheslav Fedosov. Who else is on this roster for Edmonton? Dave Manson, Scott Mellenby, Esa Tikkanen. That's not a pretty good.
It's still holdovers from the dynasty teams, and
Vincent Damphus.
oh, how'd that happen?
Guessing they probably drafted him.
Oh wait, no, he was with them. Yeah, I remember. That's
Was he with them?
yeah, like a season or two. How did that happen? I gotta look it up to be sure.
Let's take a quick peek. Man, we have got to find a way to win some games here at some point.
Yeah, right. That was the Grant Fuhr trade. That's why he moved over. Grant Fuhr and Glenn Anderson to Toronto.
Okay. Guys, all of our foreigners seem to be getting more comfortable. Zubov, Chickmanic, Lang, Zamnov, Sikora, and Yurkovich. So that's good.
It's actually the free agent foreigners. It's not, by just coincidentally, it's all foreigners, but it's mainly free agent readjustment.
Yes. Mario Lemieux has re-signed with Pittsburgh for 5 years at $2.82 million. That seems like a very reasonable contract.
Not bad. I mean, not listing the part where he owns the team now.
No, well, that's a little bit different. All right, we got back-to-back games here versus Buffalo. Come on, Ottawa. And we lost 6-3 in the first game.
Okay, that's bad. Buffalo's behind us, one of the few teams
We're
that
going to
were.
put Billington in net tonight and see what happens.
Yeah. Has Kishmanek been starting all of those?
He has been.
Okay.
Sim through this Philadelphia one. And we lost 6-3 again.
All right, so apparently that didn't make much of a difference. Who can we... Wondering, John Drew seems to be slipping. Should we maybe swap him out for Todd Ewan?
John Juice.
Yeah.
Okay, we could, yeah. He only has 20 points on the year, so... Ewan has 5 points on the year, but...
Just getting more physical guy in there, because, I mean, we added... we know we got McCarty, and he's been playing well for us, but we brought Mullen in, who's completely non-physical.
Alright, so let's put Ewan in. Let's, oh, Matthew Snyder's hurt? No! Oh, he is. Minor injury. Pulled abdominal muscle. Okay, he's not that bad then. So we'll just scratch him then at the same time and put, I guess, down Dufresne back in.
Yeah, it's, unless we're going to bring somebody up, Shoe Bottom, but no, Dufresne's probably the best option there.
Okay, I don't like that. Let's see. So I guess I am playing this as on our newest test build. So we can see actually a couple of the changes here in the menu.
Oh, did you get that update for you? Oh, okay. That's,
It did. So Jeff, you want to talk us about the change, the noticeable change right here?
Actually, I'm wait. I'm looking at your screen, and oh yeah, no, it is new one. One of the things you'll see different in the strategy screen, the little red, green, or red, orange, yellow dots that indicated how good a player was at a particular position. We've replaced those with just showing the raw numbers. You can see you can see two numbers there. The one before the slash is the number that points that he's actually contributing to the team's overall tactical score, and the second number is the number of points that he would be contributing if there weren't other factors like say the role being a secondary one for that particular requirement, or a guy being on a lower line. The guys on the bottom lines don't, their scores don't contribute as much to the overall tactical scores, just because they're going to be getting less playing time as the guys on the top lines do.
Okay, the question I have to ask right now is, should we turn Denny Savard into a goon?
That's probably not a good idea.
And yet somehow makes you smile a little bit at the thought, doesn't it?
Until the first time he goes out and runs into Stu Grimson or somebody and tries to fight.
Mike Modano in a game had 3 goals and 1 assist in 14 minutes and 29 seconds of his time. Very well done. And continuing, you got Montreal.
And as long as we're on the topic of the patch, should mention that it's coming along pretty nicely. We're still making a few more changes. We got cleared out a bunch of long-standing bugs today. That I think people will be happy to see a few of them gone. Doing one more major thing we'd like to get in this week. I'm hoping we get it into a build by the weekend. And then hopefully we can get that tested, and it's probably spend next week testing and revising a little, and then hopefully fairly soon after that we can get the next update out, because this is going to be a very big update. It's going to have, I'm wondering how I'm going to fit the whole change list into the Steam news announcement format, because I get a limited number of lines in that.
Well, that's part of the challenge, right? We're getting destroyed again, so I'm wondering, I'm looking at the trade block to see if there's anybody of interest. How do you feel about Randy McKay?
Pretty similar, to Darren McCarty.
So probably not a good pickup.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He'd be an upgrade over you, and we just put him into the lineup.
How about some defenseman named Jay Capiano? I've heard of him.
Hang on a second, I'm going to look at the trade block here.
Don't really see much on this one for worthwhile for us here. Lindy Ruff, too.
Is he still playing at this point? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Which reminds me, as I do this, Schneider's still out. Okay. We do not.
Hey, what's the problem right now? Are we not scoring enough, or are we just getting killed defensively?
We're not scoring, and we're not stopping the puck.
Not a whole lot else left to improve.
Let's see.
It's Grant Ledger, but he'd be a bit of an upgrade defensively. Yeah, he'd be.
I'm just looking to see if we can make a crazy trade. Let's try and trade for Ed Belfer. They need a left defenseman.
You got to bear in mind too, whenever we're making these trades, every new guy that comes in is going to have an adjustment period. So,
wow,
we're not going to have the full effects of them for another month or so. Well, unless they happen to be really good at adjusting quickly.
Oh, Daniel Alfredson's outside.
Yeah, Belfers 5 stars this season. I don't think we're going to be able to get. I don't think there's anything we can really offer to get him in.
What if should we consider bringing Nikolai Habibulin up?
He's only half a star right now, though. Or did he get up to a star in that last development period?
No, he's still at half a star.
Yeah, he's going to get lit up pretty bad.
Well, we need to try something because we're getting destroyed here. Better yet, maybe we should put somebody. Oh, Randy McKay just got traded.
Yeah, so much for that then.
Yeah. Should we put some people on the trade block? Maybe that's like maybe Todd.
Yeah, maybe see if we get an interesting offer for him.
Put him on the trade block.
Yeah, that's decent offer. He's getting some points this year and might get some interest.
Billington back on the trade block.
I wouldn't put Billington back on. He's our best goalie right now.
Well, Chick Monnick's been out playing him.
Yeah, but he's still, Billington's still rated slightly better.
I know, he's rated slightly better. He hasn't played better, though. Yeah. How about we add... Let's put Denny Savard on the trade block. And Chris Joseph on the trade block. See if we get any interest on any of those guys.
Maybe we can trade Savard for Chelios again. I don't think the Hawks are going for that one.
Probably not. Where is Chelios anyways in these? Wonder if he's still... There he is.
Chicago still?
Oh, Chicago. Okay. He has 71 points in 60 games. Probably not going to get him.
Yeah. This is like pretty much peak Chelios.
Yeah. Let's see. Wayne Gretzky had 6 assists and 2 goals for 8 points in 13 minutes of ice time versus Vancouver. Ouch.
Yeah, I saw that way too many times back in the day.
And New Jersey and Winnipeg completed trade. Oh, wow. Dallas Eakins for Dave Barr. That's an interesting trade. And as we continue to go through, I'm just going to take a quick look again at... That's free agents. Trade block.
Don't think there's much there.
Grant Ledyard has shown up on the trade block, but that's about it. And that's not much of an upgrade for us.
Yeah, nobody beyond a half a star in free agent pool.
Snyder is apparently back soon, finally. Game versus Quebec. I'm going to play the last period of this and see if we listen to the end of the period.
Yeah, I think you're going to get some placeholder graphics if you've got the new test build.
Placeholder graphics?
Yeah, just the, you'll see in a second when you get into it, the way the tactical score is being displayed right now. It's probably going to show 50 for everything.
It is, yes.
I think Sebastian just did something with that this afternoon to enable it, so that is not actually showing the actual score right now, the actual tactical situation right now. What you'll get when we go, once that is working, you'll be able to see the tactical situation in each of the 4 possible categories: your offense versus the other team's defense, vice versa, and each of the 2 special teams situations, power play versus penalty killing.
Okay.
And you'll get a little bit of information about what effect that's having on your ratings and the other team's ratings. And by having the numbers there visible, you can see exactly how much you have to move to get the tactical advantage back.
All right. Joe Mullen scored.
And it'll also be an indicator of how big the advantage is.
Okay. Joe Mullen scored, and then Sergei Zubov scored, so we're up 2-0.
Oh, so here we needed to be playing the games. That was a problem.
Apparently. So at the end of 2, we are getting outshot 22-16, but we are up 2-0. So
we also made some changes today to the way momentum is counted. It's going to be looking at the current period a little bit more than it does right now.
Joe Mullen makes him pay on a 5-on-3.
Yeah, so we're doing great now.
Oh, 3-0. Gotta love it. And McCartney scores. Make it 4-0. Love it.
McCartney.
See, that was a great draft pick. And we continue to play.
How's Sundin? I got to take a look at Sundin's stats. How he had a couple of points in his first 2 games, but I'm not sure how he's been doing since then.
Yeah, I haven't never really thought about it. Yeah, it's 4-1 now, unfortunately. And 4-2, Adam Foote scores.
Okay, they're coming back now. Quebec's got an interesting team here. They wound up signing Eric Lindros, and they traded Sundin to us. And they've got Alexei Yashin too. Oh, it was Lindros there getting the goal. Oh, that was a 4-1 one. Wow, we're kind of folding up here, aren't we?
No. Don't say things like that.
Yeah, but if I say good things, it always goes backwards for us, so...
You're right. Oh, we're playing hard.
It would be kind of funny being at Northeast because they made the trade that was basically them improving in the short term and us improving in the long term.
Well, Larry Murphy played for about another 9 years, I think, after
Yeah, he was kind of
8 years.
around forever, but I mean, still
Sundin.
on balance. I think Sundin had the bigger contribution from 1993 forward.
Well, Sundin just scored here to ice it for us.
There we go.
Scored the fifth goal with a minute left. So,
It's his old team.
and there we go. We win 5-3 despite getting outshot 23-35.
No, we'll take a little bad goaltending from them. Who'd they have in Tugna or on Tugnutt?
Yeah, looking at our game ratings here, it's not very pretty for a couple guys. Todd Ewan had a 46 game rating.
Ouch. What role do you have him in? Maybe.
He's playing
I'm gonna
fourth
take a
line.
look at that. Yeah, just
Chris Joseph is 44. Ooh. And those are about the worst ones.
yeah. Have a look at your strategy screen though, and just see what role you got you in, and make sure it's like a
Punishing
fairly
forward and
physical one.
power forward.
I'd maybe take him off the power forward one and do something a little more goon oriented.
All right, Goon.
That'll do. That'll get him fighting a little bit more too. So even if we're losing, we're gonna beat the other guys up a bit.
All right. And is Snyder back yet? He's day-to-day, minor injury. He could probably play now, but there's no point rushing him.
Yeah, there is a risk too. If you bring a guy back while he's still got a minor injury, he is more likely to get injured again.
Snyder is very close to being ready. Let's take a quick look. He's still red. We got a game versus Montreal. We'll probably get slaughtered anyways, so...
And we got the trading deadline coming up in 10 days, so I'm wondering if we're going to get... wouldn't surprise me if we got an offer or two on those guys in the trading block.
Let's hope. And end of the first period at 0-0. And then Montreal scored by Brian Scrudland? Scotland?
Scrudland?
Scrudland. 1-0 Montreal. We're keeping fairly even with the shots so far.
And for some reason we seem to do better when we're getting outshot.
Yeah, so we'll just play this third period again. And Montreal scores McPhee, because I cannot say that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sim period now since it's 2-0 already. And we haven't scored. And Montreal scores again by Winnipegger Mike Keane for his 16th goal of the season. And one-time captain of several teams. And we lose 3-0 to Montreal.
Okay, that was kind of predictable. Montreal's having a great year. And we did steal one against Quebec, so can't complain too much about it.
All right, Snyder's back, so let's get him back in the lineup.
Yeah, maybe try giving Billington the next start.
Who did
He's
I
got to
have
get
in?
on track at some point.
Was Dufresne in? Came in for him, I believe.
Yeah, it was Dufresne.
Chickmonic was in create lines. No, I want... Stop changing that. He keeps wanting to move McCarty to the fourth line, and I keep going, no. You are not putting him to the fourth line. Okay, Ewan, I'm going to set his to Goon and Grinder.
Yeah, that should do it.
Okay, now Matthew Snyder's on our second defensive pair with Joseph, and Daniel went up with Zubov. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Daniel's good defensively, so that balances out Zubov a little bit. If you put somebody like Curvers with Zubov, that's going to be, you're going to have no defense at all, or Hoggood. And both of those, oh God, we got Hoggood and Curvers on the bottom pair. That'd be entertaining.
Yes. Let's see. I think Darren McCarty as a punishing forward makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Maybe take a quick look at the team stats for the season after we finish with that.
Yes, we're going to check to see how Matt Sandino's doing. So let's go to summary. Robert Lang's had a good year for us. 61 points in 61 games. Matt Sundin has had 15 points in 27 games.
Yeah, kind of disappointing, actually.
Again, we lost how many games in a row there? Like it was 6-1.
Well, actually, some of that's with back where he was getting pushed down the lineup a little bit.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
So he's
had 6 points in 10 games. All right.
Yeah, so
what's our
marginally better, I guess?
Craig Simpson is at -1. He is the best guy on our team. Okay, Zubov is -37.
The scary thing is I'm looking at the older save from when you started this tonight, and he was +7 at that point.
Well, we lost how many games? 6-1?
Yeah.
4-1,
doesn't
5-1.
help.
If we go look at our full standings,
strength too.
We are, what, -70 in goal differential.
Man, we're lucky to have as many points as we do with a number like that.
Yeah, we are terrible. Let's see. Lots of people with good games. Another game versus Winnipeg here. Let's play that third period again. And we can see, oh man, Frederick Olesen scores. Assisted by Stu Barnes and Troy Murray to make it 1-0 for Winnipeg. And unfortunately, Thomas Steen scores. It's the 24th goal of the season. Alright, guess we're not going to play this third. Especially when Phil Housley scores to make it 3-0.
Yeah, I told you to start Billington.
I forgot. Yeah, I was going to put him in, and then I forgot when we flipped everything.
Yeah. It's actually something we're going to be one of the things we're working on, hoping to get into the next update. Is going to make it a little easier to change your goalie before the start of a game.
All right.
It'll be part of the pre-game screen instead of having to shuffle it around in the strategy screen before the game starts.
Okay, the trade deadline is nearing. It's February 27th. All right, we play another game versus Winnipeg here, so I have switched goalies. And I'm going to hopefully see if this actually gets going. Billington lets the first goal in. Sean Cronin?
Cronin?
Yeah.
Cronin the Barbarian.
What is he? Okay.
He was not a guy who did a lot of scoring.
No, but he got a goal.
In fact, I'm not sure he even scored in the NHL in real life.
And Solani scores his 36th goal of the season. Oh, but Denis Savard comes through to score.
Yeah, Cronin, 292 career NHL games in real life and 3 goals.
There's one of them. And Billington lets another one in. Thomas Steen's 25th goal of the season.
What is wrong with this team?
And Billington lets another one in. Keith Tkachuk scores his 24th of the season. And Housley gets one less than 10 seconds later for his 14th. And then Craig Simpson marches down the ice and scores. So go Craig Simpson, go.
Somebody's still trying.
5-2. And we'll just quickly play. And Billington lets another one in to make it 6-2. And Billington lets another one in.
Oh boy.
And it's 7-2. And then Sundin rushes down the ice to score to keep it half decently interesting. at 7-3.
Quick
Billington
4
lets
goals,
another one
guys.
in. Timo Solani. Shots are now 43-20. We're getting beat 8-3. This would be
Okay,
shot
so in
number
retrospect, I'm kind of regretting the Billington suggestion.
Czechmanic comes in, and on the 50th shot of the game, Todd Richards scores, making it 9-3. We were outshot 58-20.
Wow.
Wow,
We didn't
indeed.
exactly look at much help, but there's still no excuse for 9 goals.
Eddie Olchuk had 5 assists in that game. Ratcast asks, what game speed is this? Ratcast, that is Sima period.
So yeah, it's just go.
Oh boy, we got destroyed. I guess we will stop exactly on the trade deadline and see if we can make any moves. 27th. Minnesota and Winnipeg agree to a trade. They dump Chris Osgood for Jim Johnson. That is such a bad trade. And yet such a trade Winnipeg would do at that time. Oh good, let's play Pittsburgh and get destroyed here. Oh. I think Billington's still in net lead game. Billington is still the number 1. We'll flip those. Play. Same game, and we lost 3-2. So since we started the stream, we were 20-30-3. We are now 21-40-3. So within a month of game time, we have got 2 points. Ho ho ho. It sounds like Jeff has disappeared. And
looks like Jeff is back.
Oh, it timed it perfectly.
Sorry, had to give my router a little kick there. Decided to stop working for a second.
Okay. As I was saying, we have, in 1 month of play, roughly, we have gained 2 points.
Yeah,
so we are the 93 cents
for us. Yeah, kind of living up to that standard. Now maybe we're doing the season in reverse, falling apart at the beginning.
There is not many people on the trade block at all.
Yeah, I think we may have to let other teams come to us.
Well, we only got one more day to find out.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get any offers tomorrow, we can still take a look around and try to do something, but just not sure what at this point.
And we lost 6-3 to New Jersey.
Of course we did.
So that is one of the worst months I've ever seen. It is the trade deadline, and we have not received an offer.
Let's take a look at the conference standings right now and just see how far back we are of 8th place.
We are currently still in 11th. We have 8th place is 64 points, so we are 19 out.
Yeah, that's not terribly optimistic about making the playoffs.
No. So let's see what we can do. What does Philadelphia or New Jersey need? Philadelphia needs a center.
Yeah, we have a few of those.
How about Savard going there? And New Jersey needs a right defenseman. Alright, let's offer
Not so
them.
many of those. Philadelphia might make a little more sense.
Let's see. Where's my Savard? And what could Philadelphia offer us? That's interesting. A number 1 overall draft pick. That's pretty interesting, right? First round pick.
They got the number 1?
No. Philadelphia only has 50 players under contract, so we'd have to take somebody. They got a lot of half-star guys. They got a guy named Thomas Holstrom. Wonder if they would let him go.
Yeah.
Hardly likely to accept this offer. Let's offer the trade. 2 weeks.
Yep, I mean, Holmstrom's not going to be able to do a lot for us right now, but...
No. Try throwing in a draft pick?
Sorry, you cut out there? What was that?
Try and throw in a draft pick?
Yeah, we could. I mean, we're getting a prospect for it, so it doesn't hurt that much.
5th round pick is close, but not quite. 4th round still isn't quite good enough.
Okay, now they're getting picky.
About a 4th and a 5th. They say yes. Like that deal? Holmstrom for Savard, 95 4th round and a 94 5th round.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to be doing anything with Savard, and we know Holmstrom should develop okay, and the middle round picks probably won't do a lot for us, so makes sense, I think.
Did we get out of Holmstrom to your team? I don't. Yeah,
We are going to need to call up somebody to make to cover for Savard. I think we got Mike Stapleton.
Let's see if we can make
probably
one
the
more
most
move.
Yep.
Let's see. Trade offers. The Devils were looking for a defenseman. And we put Curvers up on the trade block.
Yeah, we could try Curvers for, let's see.
We could just recruit back some picks. Or picks that we've lost.
They got that young goalie in New Jersey. I don't know if he's going to turn into anything. Some guy named Brodeur.
I thought they meant Mike Dunham. Dallas Eakins. No, won't trade him. How about this Scott Niedermeyer? Think they'll trade him?
He's only like 18 or 19 at this point, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Offer
Could
that.
try.
Trade. Offer. No, it won't do it. Let's see if we can entice them with.
Probably have to give up at least one decent prospect.
Who would we be willing to give up?
Don't want to move Alfredson. That's kind of sacrilege for the Senators.
How about Sergei Yakovlevich?
Yeah, that one guy who's got, for some reason, he's developing really well. I don't know how much attractive he's going to be to them, but it's worth a shot.
I offered a 2nd round pick with it, and they still said no. 1st round pick in 94. 2 week. 1st round pick in 95.
No, probably not going to go for it then.
2 1st round picks with Yurkovich and Curvers, and they still said no.
You're just going to keep giving them stuff until they finally give in?
I'm just curious to see what it would take to get Scott Niedermeyer.
Might be too high an asking price. It doesn't have 5-star potential, so.
Yeah. Well, Darius Kasparaitis has kind of turned it on. Claude Lemieux. Should we try and get him?
Let's see. How's he rated right now?
Just kind of that big grinder. Let's see. Who do we have on the wing to give it back? No. What if we tried giving J-Juice? Okay, what about Gretzky? We'll trade Gretzky. Oh, this is a balanced offer. Oh, New Jersey has 2 new players.
Oh,
under
they like that.
contract. Who's the worst person New Jersey has? Stephen Gavin. He's hurt. And they don't want to move him. Okay.
They got Dave Barr half a star on the. Or did they move him already?
Looks like
Well, they
he's
did.
been
Yeah, they
moved.
traded.
They got some guy here who I've kind of heard of once in a while. Jarmo Kekalainen.
Yeah, better general manager than he was a player.
Okay, well, they still won't make that trade yet. Well, let's take a look, see what we got, what we could add. What, like a 8th round pick? Increase it a little. 7th round pick. How about a 7th and 8th round pick?
That's probably not going to do it.
They could kind of be in like, well, no. 6th round pick. 6th and 7th round pick. Okay, do I have any 5th round picks left? 95 5th round pick. 95 5th and 6th round pick. Nope, still no. It should not be this hard to get Claude Lemieux.
Wondering if maybe Druce is the problem if you need to take him out.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think they'll accept this offer. Let's just try throwing a pick back in there then, you thinking?
Yeah.
Let's see. No. A 4th round pick won't do it. How about a 4th and a 5th round pick?
Really good.
Oh, they'll probably accept this offer. Done. So I give up a
What
94,
wind up being?
94 4th, a 95 5th, Brett Gretzky, and Tom Curvers for Claude Lemieux and Jarmo Kekalainen.
Oh, they got a little dirtier.
Finalized trade. Oh, we need to get some grinding here.
I mean,
Okay, now I still
it'd
have.
be kind of annoying to play again. We got Chris King, Darren McCarty, Lemieux.
Let's. I still want to flip John Druce here. Get him. Who needs a defenseman, or not a defenseman, a right winger?
Right wing. Yeah.
There's left wing. Rangers need it. And St. Louis. Let's go to St. Louis. Try and flip him there.
Yeah. Try to get anything for him, or just a draft pick?
I'm just going to try and get a draft pick. I asked for a 3rd. St. Louis has too many players under contract, so who's the worst guy they got? Guy who's on the trade block. It is an interesting offer, but they want me to give them more. Alright. What if I just ask for a 4th rounder next year? Okay, a 5th rounder next year. Done. Finalized trade. John Druce is gone. Anybody else we should get rid of?
No. How many guys we got in the roster now? I think we're gonna have to call somebody up.
I got 24 guys. I'm going to try and flip Kekalainen.
Oh, I got 24.
Who's Rangers? Good spot for him. New York. Rangers. Want Jarmo Kekalainen. We're offering way too much. What, we just want a 4th round pick this year. Offer trade. And the Rangers have too many players under contract, so what do you have? How about a old Tim Kerr?
Just looking through the league for teams that have don't have as many players under contract.
Alright, there we go. I just flipped Kekalainen.
We could trade a. Oh, you too late. But I was going to say you could move him to Tampa. Tampa's the only other one that's got quite a few. It's quite a ways under 50.
I traded Tim Kerr. I got Tim Kerr and a 4th round pick for Yammer Kekalainen. Anyone else we need? Should we move Todd Krieger? He's kind of sitting here being all sad and mopey. Tampa Bay, you said, had needed some more people. Tampa Bay, let's send Todd Krieger there. Tampa, all we want is your 2nd round pick. And they say
it's a little optimistic.
This offer is too weak.
Yeah, I think maybe a 4th or 5th for him.
Offer trade, they will do a 4th round trade. Okay, he's gone.
And what does our roster look like now after all of this?
Let's see. Gonna send Tim Kerr down. Claude Lemieux is getting dressed. And he's going down too. Do we want to address Holmstrom or should we send him down?
I think he's got to go down. He's only, half a star? Yeah, too early for him.
All right.
We have a pretty good Swedish line in a few years with him and Alfredson, but not just yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else we should do. Let's look at the full...
Do we have enough to do a full forward line now, or do we have to call somebody up? I think we have to call up a center, don't we?
Yeah, I'm going to call Stapleton up right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Nobody else is really close.
I'm trying to see if I should try and trade someone else. How about Dave Archibald? Let's trade him.
Only 1 star. I don't get much for him.
Boston wants him. I can see. What's his name again? Dave McKay is very unhappy we sent him down. Dave Archibald. And the Bruins are willing to give us a 4th round, no, a 3rd round pick next year. And Boston says, no, we have too many players under contract. So who do you have, Boston, who I could take? Ray Bork. I'd probably take Ray Bork.
I think you're getting them.
How about Dennis Smith? They say close, but not quite. Boston doesn't have a 1st round pick this year. Why not? What did they do? Archibald's gone for Dennis Smith and a 4th round pick at 1995 draft. Alright, there we go. Now we've added some picks back into our team so we get balanced out a bit. And we added some more grit. Now, Jeff, you said we needed to put in... what do we need to do?
Stapleton and...
But we need to get a defenseman in here. Oh, what did I do?
We're down to 5 defensemen. Oh, yeah, who's down on the reserve list?
Well, we'll put Dufresne back in.
Oh, okay.
But then who's coming out of the lineup? Ewan?
What have we got most of? Ewan or Brickley, I'd say.
Brickley's got more points. So we'll scratch him and put Stapleton in. Let's see what the lines come up with here. And we have Claude Lemieux coming in on the 2nd line. Oh, that is a dangerous 2nd line. change a few roles of some of these guys. Matthew Snyder should not be a stay-at-home defenseman. Oh, but Zubov has been taken as Russian defenseman. Okay, so that makes sense. I guess that's why they switched.
Yep.
All right, Chris King is an aggressive forechecker. Mullen is a perimeter shooter, but he's also a bit of a dangler. And I feel pretty good about everything else. Czechmonic is still our #1 goalie.
Yeah, I don't understand what Billington's doing so badly, but he's not even close to the guy who's rated half a star behind him.
All right, Claude Lemieux, let's see what you can bring to this game. So we sim the game versus Quebec, and we lose 4-3.
It was a little closer, at least.
Well, Claude Lemieux steps up and gets 2 assists.
Were there any other interesting trade deadline deals besides what we did?
We have not advanced today yet, so I have not seen.
Oh, it's not the end of the day. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, that was. I had to play the game before we could advance.
Right.
So, Claude Lemieux came in and had a defensive game rating of 43. That's disappointing.
Yeah. Contributed on offense, at least.
All right, so we finished the day, and we see there's only one other deal. Brian Propp goes to Hartford for Scott Daniels.
Yeah, why trade day?
Not very exciting at all. And we take a quick look at our development report, and we got lots of guys going up and lots of guys going down. Alfredson goes up, Czechmonic goes up. He's still not got up to his next star.
Gotta be really close.
Robert Lang goes up. McCarty's up to 1.5. I think he was.
He already was.
Nothing. Lots of guys going down. Down. Alright. So we officially won 1 game in a month.
Gotta put that behind us.
Well, it plays San Jose, and we sim through, and we win the first game of March. 4-3.
Okay, turned it around now.
Darren McCarty's got a goal. Chris King's got a goal. Sundin's got a goal. Love it. And now we got a bunch of 8. Claude Lemieux reached his 500 games played. And we got a bit of work to do. Players are adjusting, continuing to improve. Theo Fleury just signs a 2-year extension for $2.9 million. $2.92 million. Again, very reasonable. Sean Thornton is playing with the LA Kings. As is Charlie Huddy.
Yep. Huddy was actually with them at that point.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he's still there. Thornton scores. Scott Thornton. I said Sean, I meant Scott. That's my bad. Scores his 6th goal of the season to make it 1-0. But then Joe Mullen comes down and fires one to tie it up at 1-1. And then Chris Joseph comes down and scores again for us to make it 2-1. Excellent. And Mike Stapleton in his second game back?
No, we had him up a little earlier, but I think that might be his first of the season. No, it's second of the season. He actually scored for us.
Yeah. Second goal of the season. We're up 3-1 after one. And then Stapleton again comes through. 2 goals. Assisted by Lemieux and Schneider.
Yeah, not exactly expecting offense out of him, but we'll take it.
Craig Simpson buries one. We're up 5-1 midway through the second. Simpson scores again. And we're up 6-1. What? Up 6-1 at the end of 2. Shots are 18-18. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, you may have noticed, and I'll link to it in the notes, that both Jeff and I recently were on a video with Operation Sports. And if you haven't checked that out already, you absolutely should.
Yep, interviewed last Thursday.
Yeah.
And if anybody missed it earlier today, Marcus was on Reddit of our baseball. May ask me anything. Got a really good response to it. I think we had something like 300 odd posts in the thread. Definitely worth a read if you're interested in the new OTP that's going to be coming out, just announced, OTP 18, and any, there's other things he had to say about the company and the history of it all.
Yeah, so that's good. And it looks like we're going to be able to pull this game off and end maybe on a high note here, Jeff. Up 6-1. And then Matt Sundin just comes down and scores to make it 7-1. Assisted by Simpson and Snyder.
Okay, so good way to wind up this one. We finally get a blowout win for once.
It had to happen at some point, right?
Yeah, eventually.
And we win 7-1. All right.
All right, next game.
I'm just taking a quick look at the end here. Simpson has 2 goals, 2 assists. Joe Mullen, 1 goal, 2 assists, and Roman Czechmonic, 30 saves for 96.8% save percentage in front of a crowd of 8,853.
Ouch.
Even to see Wayne Gretzky play. That's pretty harsh.
Oh, right. The Ottawa was still in the junior arena this year. Forgot about that.
Which was it built on like the back of the football?
Yeah,
stadium?
it's Lansdowne Park. It's on the back of the football stadium. Like the football stadium, it's under the seats of the grandstand.
Yeah. Chris King didn't have a great day, but other than that, everyone played pretty good. And we cannot complain too much about that. Kelly Hiruti's save percentage, 741. Isn't that what his career save percentage was?
Yeah, no, I think he was a little bit better than that. He hung around for a while.
Even more important, we ended Wayne Gretzky's point streak and assist streak.
Wow, hey, that's good.
15 games.
Think of that. Nice.
So that's pretty good. So as I'm just moving forward here towards the next game, I think we should start wrapping up. So
yep.
Thank you once again for tuning into another Franchise Hockey stream. We stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments, where you can see all our streams dating back for, well, about a year now. We've been streaming for about a year.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit exciting. So I didn't even realize that till I was saying that. So you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchisehockey manager, our Twitter, which is @franchisehockey, you can come down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. If you have questions or looking for answers, as Jeff mentioned earlier on, we have a new patch coming. It's being tested.
Still working on it and still adding some things to it. There's going to be some fairly big changes coming, so hang in there. It's coming.
Yeah, so it's being worked on. Other than that, Jeff, I don't think I missed anything.
Nope, I think we covered everything.
Other than, of course, as I said, OOTP 18 has been announced, and you can pre-order it right now and save 20%, I believe. And so you probably should do that.
Oh, that's that. The other thing, it's the NHL All-Star Game coming up, and of course we traditionally discount our games around the All-Star break for both leagues, so you may want to keep an eye out for that as well.
Yes. And if you're watching this video and the All-Star Game is already on, well, maybe you should be checking your local spots. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Jeff, once again, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody, and we will talk to you again next week.
Yes, indeed.